confidence in Aaron and obviously Tyrod, and you know we're going to add another quarterback to the room. Obviously, you've got to come to camp with 3 or 4 guys. So that room's not necessarily done either, but at the same time, it's I'm not concerned.
Aaron talked about eliminating distractions. Do you feel like you guys had a need to do that? Have you done that? Addressed that?
Distractions will be eliminated with winning, and when we win football games, distractions will go away.
Okay.
We've got a couple hours this morning without talking about the Jets, but then, Robert Saleh at the breakfast gets surrounded. Distractions are eliminated by winning, which is accurate, I would say.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the Jets?
What do you think, Jay?
Very accurate. The Jets have had... Aaron Rodgers never came out and said he was running for VP, but they had that. There's just so much it always seems like going on there. But to Saleh's point, I was a part of an organization in New England. I was coming off losing every single game in Cleveland. And then you get to New England, we won a Super Bowl that year. You better believe there were distractions that went on that year. There were things that went on in the building where you're like, I don't really like that or whatever the case is. But when you win games on Sunday, it's so much easier to forget about them. With the Jets last year, we did a parade for them in the offseason, and all they did was make the necessary moves. It was us in the media that continued to build them up. Then they had Hard Knocks, and everything just seemed like it was on the right track and going a certain way. And then you lose your quarterback 4 plays into the season. So it seems like since Rodgers has decided to go there, there's just been distraction after distraction after distraction. And him saying that, you understand it. But at the end of the day, enjoy the offseason. When it starts for them, it's going to come down to, can they figure out a way to win games? And went out and got another receiver to help Aaron Rodgers. We'll see what they end up doing in the draft. They redid their offensive line. So some of the distractions and some of the headlines for them are all positives of moving in the right direction. I think when Rodgers is your quarterback, though, it's going to be hard to avoid distractions. It just is what it is. He's a guy that has a ton going on outside the field, and he's one of the best players ever put a helmet on. So there's always going to be media and headlines that surround him. But for this New York Jets team, hey, let it be a quiet offseason. Let that all go last year what happened. Let it be quiet. Let it be a slow build. And once the season starts, find ways to win games.
I feel like maybe the best thing that could happen to the Jets is that the Giants draft a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And just like take some of the attention and just take it.
We said that about the Giants last year. The Jets was the best thing for them.
It's true. It's true. But I also think like you can't allow yourself to believe that the Jets like blew it last year or it didn't work. It wasn't like they get a D or an F or a C. They get an I. They get an incomplete. It was the strangest like do-over of a season. And then we've talked about it 1,000 times. 4 snaps and the entire plan was gone. Or they didn't have a backup plan. So it's like, bring everybody back, everybody, like all hands on deck again and just run it back. And also, they have the 10 pick in the draft. So what are they doing there? I think Saleh, like, I know that he is like a body as temple, he's in really good shape, and he must have aged 15 years last year. Like, he looks great. I love you, Coach, but it's got to be the hardest year of his life. Chris, you're in the region. You understand. Like, what's just been your take on the Jets over the past year?
It's every year, right?
Is it?
It's like, we're going to win. We're going to win. We're going to add this. We have the headline. We bring in Rodgers. We're going to the Super Bowl. Like, stop talking about it. Like you said, let it be a quiet offseason. For all of these guys on this team that are going into training camp, going into the offseason, stop focusing on that. Like, just go out and just do your work and just see what happens. You're setting yourself up for not to be successful. It's like, we're going to get to the playoffs. It's every single year. This is the year for the Jets. This is the year, right? We're going to the playoffs, and then you don't get there, right? Stop talking about it. Just go win football games, right? If Aaron Rodgers is healthy, great, right? If he's not, who cares, right? That's not, you can't control some of that stuff. What you can control is just going to work and not talking about going to the playoffs and winning Super Bowls. Like, you're not there. You haven't been there in a long time. So just focus on winning games.
I don't think you can go to work in this area and it not be like, you can say that you want it to be as quiet as we're, there's no hard knocks. There's no, we're not going to give them any, you don't have to give them headlines, not in this time. I mean, there's just no Giants or Jets. There's no skating underneath the radar, and we can say the pressure's on the Giants, the pressure's on the Giants. It's not going to matter because they can have the quietest offseason. They can say not another word. We cannot hear a thing. The day that training camp starts, the day that like this season, turns the page and we're on to this next season, and Aaron Rodgers shows up to camp, it is going to be headlines. I mean, there's just but that's New York. I mean, there's no changing that, even with the best of intentions of we're not going to give them anything. And you know they're going to give them stuff because that's the way it works. So, I mean, the best intentions are no distraction, but I don't think that's feasible in this area.
I don't know if you guys, there's an election for president this year. That might be something. So there's some high-profile candidates there, and there's some ties. It's
a lot.
Yeah. You know what would be great though? They hit that election, and the Jets are 8-3, and they're actually mad. I hope they win. I'm rooting for them.